best wrestling podcast in the world. Fact, the road-wearing original Pete, the believing, power of positivity, keeping it Rollins, the Summit. Fact, the homicidal, the genocidal, the ECW loving, daring young creeping, Mr. No Days Off, Scott. Fact, the biscuit and gravy eating, Naomi loving, lunatic craving, the melting pot, JP, and you can bank on that. Fact, the Bailey hugging, the interrupting, the Jaeger drinking, mouth of the Carolinas, Lil Steven. Fact.
It's a new day, yes it is!
I miss you, Darren Young. Little Steven, Darren Young, in an evening gown match with Pat Patterson. Little Steven gets a little French Canadian in him. Jeff Hardy's going to face Jay Leno in a steel chairs match. People are just jealous because I got skills.
Here's my issue. Is it worse to get beat by one midget or three? Little Steven in a beer drinking contest with Naomi. I have this big issue with people. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Just kept it Rollins. Jimmy Hart, Triple H, X-Pac against Lil Steven in a microphone on a pole match. Anything can happen. Lightweight. If you don't want it, then don't bark it.
We're three-man band. That's horrible. I don't want to make you look bad.
You're fired, sir. When you want to hear me mess up, they're in Radioland. When you want to hear me not mess up, I did not know that. Wow. Wrestling with Attitude. When you want your beer, awesome. And that's right. Welcome to the show today. Wrestling with Attitude. It's a new day. Yes, it is. I am your host. That Jaeger drinking, Bailey hugging, whatever the heck I say in that promo. I am the mouth of the Carolinas, Little Steven, and with me, as always, is the top of the summit. He's listening to us and everything. The intellectual savior. Well, can we still be saying that? Yeah? I mean, does that guy still exist, right? Okay. The summit. And come on, man.
What's up? Hey.
And
Are you going to introduce me or what?
Special guest today. Yeah, I'm going to make you wait. I'm going to make you wait so long. We have the homicidal, the genocidal. That's all you get. The House of Hardcore, Scott Ely.
Hey, I own 50% of that company. I invested $200, okay?
How much is that company really worth?
Like $400.
That's all they could afford. So,
like $400 in like some Subway coupons or something like that.
Could you imagine Tommy Dreamer being the new spokesperson for Subway? I would love that. Just him with a kendo stick, like $5 footlong. That'd be the greatest commercial ever.
Wait, what? $5 footlong? And he puts the cashier in a Dreamer driver on the table.
Like him and Sabu are just standing in line for a $5 footlong.
Well, Tommy's buying because Sabu can't afford it.
Oh, that was a big stab at Sabu. Sorry, Sabu, wherever you are out there. Probably making another ICP commercial for the Gigolos gathering or whatever the heck it's called.
Juggalos?
Yeah, Juggalos, it's all the same.
No, Gigolo is Buff Bagwell. The Juggalos.
I'm sorry, but something tells me Buff Bagwell's a Juggalo. But anyways, welcome to the show today. It was WrestleMania last week. Great. I thought it was good. We'll get into that.
I thought Mania was good.
I thought, it was better than last year. And I mean that because last year was okay. I think, if we didn't have the dark or if we didn't have the light and everything, it needed to be in a stadium or it needed to be in a under lights and everything.
In a dome, yeah.
It needed to be in a dome, and that's what I loved about this one. I loved the stage and everything, the star and the music. Or their Titantron was playing on the star too, so it was above them and below. It was so cool. So, but I thought it was good. And we'll tell you who won picks. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but we'll get into that. But first, you want to go into sound off over there?
No.
No?
That's not where I was heading, but thank you for leading the show into. Do you want to ask somebody that was actually at WrestleMania?
I do want to actually ask how it was for our own perspective. The summit.
We have Zack Ryder here.
We should. That would be great.
Besides every third word being bro. Okay, go ahead.
That would be awesome.
As far as Mania goes, it was a lot better than we thought it would be. Me and Scott text it. He says 7. I have to agree with him. Out of 10, it's probably a 7. If you go A to B or A to D or E, whatever.
It was a C plus. C plus or
I'll
B
say
minus.
a B minus. Solid Daniel Bryan.
I say a B. I say a B to maybe a B plus.
I ain't saying a B plus.
It wasn't that
bad. The main event was not good. It was horrible. The main event was absolutely garbage. It was one of Triple H's worst matches ever.
Right, and you can tell you were there. The crowd wasn't into it whatsoever.
Crowd was not. There was too many dead spots. There was more dead spots in that match than Undertaker and Shane. That tells you how bad it was.
Oof.
And they did the table 2 times. He threw him over the table twice. I get it, but it wasn't. The main event and the Battle Royal, the last 2 matches were horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, last 3. The Rock and John Cena versus the Wyatt family.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Does that technically count as a match?
Yeah.
Yeah, it will go down in WrestleMania history that the Rock beat Eric Rowan in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the worst match of the night then.
Yeah, that was the worst match. But, because I never thought the first 5 matches were outstanding. I mean, I think the AJ Styles and Jericho match was in the wrong order.
Right, that should have been like 3rd
or 4th later on because you got 2 tech guys in the ring. But it was so hot after that Zack Ryder win. You put Jericho and Styles in the ring together. It wasn't until later on in the match it really got into it.
Yeah,
it was still a good match, but it was just really slow.
Yeah.
Just like we've come accustomed to Jericho matches. But still a really good match. Hopefully they're done with that storyline.
I don't think they are.
We don't have to see Jericho versus Styles like match number 10.
Well, now that he's number 1 contender, you're probably done.
Or who knows? Maybe Jericho wants the number 1 contender spot and has to fight him again. I don't know.
But I don't either.
I mean, as far as Mania though, going back, you had the Team Lana versus Total Divas. You had Brie Bella winning.
The whole pre-show wasn't good.
Well, did y'all watch the pre-show?
We tried.
Okay.
I tried. It kept skipping a good bit.
Did you see how empty the arena was? No. Do you know why? Because they had Wi-Fi issues. We were supposed to get in at 3:30, and somebody actually died. I got to go back to that. Somebody fell from the 4th level 400s and fell to his death. He tripped over beer, and it was actually easy to do in Dallas because the glass and you fall right over. But there's Wi-Fi issues scanning tickets to get people in. Most people didn't get in until like 4:35, and the pre-show was already an hour in. Then once you get in, and I'm glad we got in when we did, we had to go straight to our seats after we bought our food and concessions real fast. And some shirts. And my wife did get a New Day unicorn that tells you how much, which I would never thought she would have done that. She did. And, of course, it's not working. So, but we went up to our seats, and if you walk back out and go get sodas or anything, you look downstairs on the lower level, it was jammed. You couldn't move. I mean, and people were chanting, "We won't in, we won't in." That's how bad it was on the kickoff show.
Yeah, I saw the video. It was, wow, it was ridiculous.
It was insane, dude. They were not ready for this many people in Dallas. So,
and they had a year to prepare for this. That's
the
bad
over
part.
a year.
Well, they got over a year,
Yeah.
but you also got to remember, trying to get football fans to come in the stadium is different than WrestleMania. A sporting event, they'll show up 3rd quarter, 2nd quarter, whatever. Wrestling fans, no. WrestleMania, you won't be there early so you can get in
Right,
and look around and everything else.
Yeah.
They just unprepared for how big it was going to be.
Yeah, well, that was their own fault.
Right. But once you got inside, we got it going. It was unbelievable atmosphere. When Zack Ryder won the belt, that arena exploded. They loved Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. Nobody cared about The Miz. No one.
Nope.
And then he wins the belt on Raw. We'll talk about that. But then you have Ryback and Kalisto.
Yeah, talk about putting two opposites together.
And you put on the pre-show, and then they're not on Raw. Where are they at on Monday night? You ain't got the U.S. belt on Monday Night
Maybe
Raw.
Ryback ate Kalisto. And
Yeah, he kept saying, "Feed me more." It must not.
feed me more.
It might not have been full.
And that's the only words he speaks, too. So, I mean,
Yeah.
hey, Ryback, that was a great match. Feed me
Yeah.
more.
I love this push that they're giving Ryback. It's really great.
And then you had the IC title match was the first match of the night.
Best match of the night, I want to say. It was probably one of the best.
I got to say Divas.
What, the IC belt?
I'm going with Divas. It was good. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to say Divas. But the Stardust entrance, come out polka dots with polka dot
with hard
ladder.
times written
That
on the
was
back.
awesome, man. That was awesome. So hopefully we'll see Cody again soon. And then, of course, you had the AJ Styles Jericho. I just think wrong place for that. And then you had the New Day and League of Nations. League of Nations won, and it wasn't even for the title. So
I didn't like the match.
no.
I like the entrance, though. Coming out of a box of bootios with Dragon Ball Z.
That was unbelievable.
It was awesome.
Then I think after that you had the Lesnar and Ambrose match. Was after that one?
Yeah, all of 10 minutes that we got of it.
That was too short.
Like, as much as they built it up, it should have been a lot longer. I was thinking 20 minutes.
I don't know. For a no-holds-barred match, I just wasn't impressed by it. Like, again, it's probably because it was too short.
It was supposed to be a street fight.
Yeah, and
no hold bar street fight, and it didn't go anywhere but around the ring.
Yep.
Didn't really do anything. Like, yeah, he tried to use the bat, he tried to use the chainsaw, but nothing really happened. Like, he just kind of teased. There was too much teasing, like, not enough action.
I have to give Paul Heyman credit because when Ambrose got the bat, the chainsaw, his facial reactions was hilarious.
The best.
Were hilarious, man. He sold the heck out of it for that match, but it was way too short. Then I think after that match we had what was the next match? It was Andre Giant Battle Warrior was later. The next match was actually the Triple Threat Divas title match, right?
Which was a lot better than I was expecting.
Was great. You didn't think it was going to be good?
I didn't think it was going to be good.
I didn't think Charlotte would win.
I was figuring Charlotte was going to win.
Well, the thing that really made me happy about the whole thing, and I'm glad they did it on WrestleMania, which was great, is when they had Lita come out and actually, put the women's title back in. Because it should be that way. And here's my theory, and I wish they would do it, but they won't. The Divas title should not be retired. What they should do is keep the people that are on Total Divas, I'm not saying everybody, but have a Divas title for them,
right,
and then have the women's. Because now you have too many divas for the women's title, in my opinion.
No, you don't. Because
and there's some of them that don't deserve to be in a wrestling ring.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the reason I wouldn't even have a Divas title, okay? You don't want a Divas title for Eva Marie.
I can see,
somebody.
because it's not actually a wrestling title, it's just a Divas
Yeah,
title.
but I don't want to see her as a women's champion.
No, but you're a women's wrestler. They want everybody to be women's wrestlers now.
I guess
you don't put a Divas title. If you don't want them to be known as a diva, get rid of the belt, put them all in a women's division. Now, if you want to do something for a diva, best looking diva of the year, or whatever,
the Total Divas champion,
the diva person of the year.
Yeah.
Divia. I mean, that's what Eva Marie is Divia.
She's horrible.
I did hold where's Raymond Reigns sign, that you couldn't see it. If you was watching WrestleMania, where the entrance is on the other side, where it said AT&T Stadium to the right, we were in that front row. And you could see the color of the signs, but you couldn't see the letters because it was so big, so many floor seats.
Yeah.
But after that, after the Divas match, of course, you had was the Rock segment with
garbage.
That was garbage.
Well, no, wait, that was after the Hell in a Cell match.
It was Hell in a Cell.
That's right.
So you had the Hell in a Cell. I thought actually it was a very better match than we thought it was going to be
I thought it just went way too slow. Like the beginning of it, because they made it a boxing match.
They did.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing, but it started getting better. Like as the match went, it got a lot better.
And when he tried to put the sharpshooter on him, that was you could tell how rusty Shane was. But he did a lot better than I thought he would.
I mean, him and Taker, I mean, they were pretty rusty, but I mean, I thought it was still a lot better. It was like a middle of the road
Taker
match.
had no one to carry him. I'm not saying Taker needs anyone to carry him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he
Well,
does.
nowadays
he does.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Shane can't carry him.
No,
Like,
he actually did. He
did?
did a good job of trying to carry him that match.
Yeah, Shane did make that match exciting.
He did a lot better than we thought he would do.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to be absolutely garbage match, and it was actually a lot better. I mean, at least it was better.
And we still
okay.
got the big spot too for Shane.
That elbow drop from the top. I thought the Undertaker moved too quickly because he was already moved before Shane jumped.
Yeah, like it was like you knew it was going to happen. That's why I didn't like. Like he should have like right when he was about to come down, then move. Like that would have been amazing.
I get it though. I mean, it was a good match. And then of course you had the worst match of Triple H's career, Roman Reigns and Triple H. You talking about slow moving match.
Yeah.
The one point where Roman Reigns was going for the Superman punch and Triple H rolled out of the ring, I was like, really? He just stops midair?
Well,
It was just a poor match in general. Like,
well,
can you really just name one thing that was really bad with it? It was pretty much everything was bad.
Well, no. See, so my whole thing is this though. I was gone by the get go of it. Like I hated. The entrance for Triple H was amazing.
That was amazing.
I thought it was great.
But then Roman Reigns
comes out like
he's
John
here.
Cena last year and just goes like, and then walks to the ring like, really, dude? You have nothing. This is your biggest moment at WrestleMania, and you couldn't come out like in like, like Brothers in Arms and stuff. I don't know, like something like a Roman Empire thing or like something. Like, really
Maybe
something.
the budget was stretched and Triple H used the last remaining of it.
Well, I think he uses the last remaining of it every year. Have you seen his entrances?
Come on, do something.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're the final match of the night.
I mean, you gotta.
Triple H is Triple H is having this great entrance.
And Stephanie, whoo boy,
It was great.
Ooh.
But it was a lot. I mean, the entrance.
This tonight.
Oh, don't tell her. Don't tell her.
I am.
Some other WWE said they set the attendance record 101,763. It was actually 97,000. Whatever.
I kept reading different things. I heard it was 92. It was
higher than 92. They actually changed it to 97. But who cares?
I thought it was 101.
It was, but they retracted it. On here it says 101. But who cares? From 92 to 101,000, really? We're really worried about that 7,000 fans? It's still an attendance record.
Well, 92 was not the record. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Well,
no, that's
93
no,
the
because
record.
93 was the record at the Silverdome.
93 is the record.
Oh, I thought 90 was the record.
No.
But anyway, I mean, 97, that's the reason they started saying 97.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. There was a crap ton of people there.
Dude, trust
Yeah.
me, it felt like 100,000 people. I'm just saying.
I'm waiting for that 100,000. Like when we break like 120 would be awesome. If we had a stadium that could fit 120.
Well, you could do it at college football stadium, like
Dude, that'd be
big
great.
Michigan or somewhere. You could do it.
They would never do it in Michigan.
They
Too
won't
cold.
do it. Yeah, they won't do it there. But maybe the Orange Bowl. I don't think the Orange Bowl holds that many.
Wembley, maybe.
Wembley would, and there's some point they will go overseas. And Portland, Oregon. There you go.
Hey, we still don't have that Portland, Oregon match.
But WWE grossed a record $17.3 million. That broke a digital and social media engagement merchandise sale. It was insane, dude.
Yeah.
Everything they reached. But overall, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot better than last year, in my opinion. Because, I mean, I didn't hate last year's. I thought last year's was good, especially the ending was great. I mean, it started off a little weak, but it ended strong. That's the thing I loved about last year's. This year, it started off great. There's a lot of a shocking moment with Zack Ryder and good matches with the Divas matches, heck, with the Intercontinental match. And, it was good. I mean, the kickoff wasn't, but everything else was great.
You weren't expecting much with the kickoff anyway. We never do.
Like, I feel like if you would have flipped that If you would have flipped that pay-per-view around and had the Intercontinental be the last one of the night and have the heavyweight title, world heavyweight title, the beginning of the show, it would have been a lot better show. Not saying I would ever want to see that, but I'm saying on the
IC belt last.
No, because what I'm saying is on how good it was. Like,
Well, yeah, if
that would have been a great build-up. Is what I'm saying. Like, that's how good it was. I wish the World Heavyweight Championship match was as good as the beginning of the show.
Right.
And it just wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
So,
but we all thought maybe
we did.
The last match would be better than the beginning because we didn't think it was going to be the beginning.
With the two opponents, you knew it was going to be bad.
And
Triple H isn't bad in the ring, but he still needs somebody relatively young and really good in the ring to make him look good. Like him and Ziggler,
oh my
great,
God.
fantastic match because he had somebody young enough to sell his moves. Roman Reigns ain't going to sell for anybody.
I will even say the Sting match last year was better than Roman Reigns' match.
And that's not saying much because that was pretty bad.
I'm talking about without the interference.
Yeah.
I'm talking about without NWO DX coming out. It was better than that match last year. Or that match was better than this year.
But, I mean, it's just Roman Reigns as champion is like the dumbest thing WWE can do right now.
Well, no, take that back. If we go to Monday Night Raw, if he turns heel, it could be very good. I'm just saying, because I think he'll be a very good heel.
If he does it.
They're not going to.
No, you're seeing the evolution, I think, starting Monday. But we'll talk about it on Raw here in a second. You guys got anything else for WrestleMania?
Well, 2 shout-outs here. First off, I want him to tell the story about who he met.
Oh, Damian Sandow?
Yes. Oh. All right. Now,
we walked into the Access, and my wife's like, all right, let's go to the Elimination Chamber. I didn't see anybody saying anybody was going to be in the ring. I just thought it was going to be a photo op and go. And I walk up and I turn, and I was like, it's like Halo went over my head. It's like, oh, really? Damian Sandow? So I walked in, and I was like, hey, man, huge fan. Hope to see you on TV tomorrow night. You know, on Raw, which I guess you don't say to a wrestler.
Way to jinx him.
Yeah. But, of course, you can see on my Facebook page and on Wrestling with Attitude, our Facebook page, we do the genius looks because we are the saviors. But it was great. You hear the reaction he got, Andre? Oh, we forgot about Andre Barry Warrior.
Yeah.
No,
who cares? Baron Corbin.
Besides
won,
that was my other.
Tatanka.
That was my other shout out. Shaq,
Tatanka.
get out! Get out of the WWE. You have no business in the WWE with your
WWE Hall of Fame, dude.
No,
Next year.
no.
And Tatanka. Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Where's Tatanka, man? He's not even in the Hall of Fame yet.
But
DDP's not even in the Hall.
Anything else for WrestleMania?
No, just a shout out to Damian Sandow. Thanks for making
And on scale,
this man.
and
He
we
made my
didn't
weekend.
we didn't do one scale of 1 to 10. How high was Snoop Dogg on the entrance at WrestleMania? Because
Yeah, please.
10 being like Cheech and Chong stoned, I'd give him a solid 8.
Before we go out of the whole WrestleMania weekend thing, I have to give props to Snoop Dogg and the whole Hall of Fame class. It was actually a very good show. Even Kevin Von Erich, when he said New Gay, I don't know if you guys watched it, but when he said New Day, he accidentally said New Gay. So everybody loved it in the arena. He didn't mean to do it, supposedly.
Yeah,
So-
And then the great performance by Michael P.S. Hayes
Michael
was
P.S.
just
Hayes,
awesome.
man.
See, the only one I really wanted to watch was Vader introducing Stan Henson.
Why?
I didn't care for the Freebirds. Mike.
Really?
Why?
I didn't.
All right. Did you listen to him talk?
No.
Okay.
I'm not a Michael Hayes fan.
I love Michael
I am.
Hayes, but
I like Michael P.S.
He became like one of these wrestlers that was like, oh, yeah, man, I'm the greatest, this and that, and now I'm a corporate yes guy. I became the road dog. I'm not going to tick off Vince McMahon. I'm not
Well,
gonna do
yeah,
that anymore.
but I mean, you also have to remember at the time when he was big, the company was changing. So now he is, but you have to remember he's a big influence in everything that happens today.
we have talked on this show many times for the past month. Before Shawn Michaels, before all these other people, Michael P.S. Hayes was the man. I'm telling you, in world class, and he was supposed to be part of the rock and roll wrestling. If he was,
But he
who
got
knows?
drunk.
No, he did. He got drunk and
And
pissed
Andre
off
fired
Andre. But I'm just saying,
That's
if
bad.
If he was stuck around, who knows what would happen?
Oh.
But he he was such a talent in world class. Anyway, anything else?
He did that.
Yeah,
he literally did. That's why I was like, dude, you should have watched that.
Anything?
No.
Sting.
No, we're good.
Well, last thing. Sting did say he is retired, but
No way.
He did say never say never.
No.
So
This isn't goodbye.
Yeah.
This is until next time.
until next time,
Which is very like WCW Crow Sting cryptic.
right. So never say never because he may be back next year if he can get healthy because he wants that one last match against Taker and then that's it. So we'll see.
And that's why Taker didn't lose at WrestleMania.
Right.
Just for that
Right.
hope.
All right. The last thing I want to talk about real fast for this show, Blackjack Mulligan passed away at age 73. He is Barry Windham's father, Kendall Windham's father. He's also the father-in-law of Mike Rotundo, grandfather of Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt. So he passed
I knew
away.
he was sick
yesterday.
for a good bit.
Yeah. So much blessings, every prayers with the whole family of Blackjack Mulligan. So just want to talk about that real fast. Raw, do we even need to cover Raw?
Please.
I mean, let's
please.
just cover a 5-minute segment of it. It's really not that tough. No, I'm not saying, like,
Real fast, of course, Stephen won picks again.
Oh, really?
Me, JP, and I didn't finish above 500, so it's horrible.
I'd like to thank the Academy for everything that's happened here today.
I was going to do a run-in with the belt and hit him over the head.
Here, I got another one. Will you hit him?
Yeah.
All right,
That's a better belt, too.
I'm going to cut his mic off so he can't hear it.
Thank you.
All right, so that's even better. There you go. You get the other one. The IC belt.
Oh, yeah. Well, he is a Zack Ryder fan, so it makes perfect sense.
Oh, wait.
Where's
Now
the
it's
Miz?
gone. Now it's gone.
We did have Vince came out. Shane comes out. He said goodbye. Vince calls him back out. Vince says, you can run tonight, Raw tonight. Let's see what you got, which made no sense whatsoever. New Day comes out. So he lost the main match. He comes back, and Vince says, here, you can run Raw.
Well, no, because
So is he
there
done?
was no way he gets the last. You don't get the last word on Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
You actually have a really good Vince McMahon voice.
So-
At first I hated it, but I like it.
But
it
then
made
it's just
no
like,
sense.
oh wait, now why is Shane running Raw? I don't get it. But that was.
So does that mean he's done, is what I want to know. Is he done?
I guess we'll find out Monday. I guess that's when Papa grades him on it.
Papa grades him.
Papa grades him.
It was pretty bad.
It
so
was
I hope
pretty
he doesn't.
bad. Actually, the stars he brought up, I thought it was cool.
But that's the thing. He didn't interact. He was like,
Yeah.
He didn't go out like, here's your, and this is going to be your opponent, Dolph Ziggler, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Yeah.
You see, it would have made more sense if because if we didn't know Triple H ran NXT, we know that's all Triple
Right.
H's boys. That and
Yeah.
you're trying to make it look like Shane is NXT now.
No, he's not. Yeah.
But that's the thing.
And
You don't
then-
know he pushed him up because the matches were
Yeah.
coming up regardless.
And
But-
then all you saw the whole time was just him talking to people backstage. Like, literally, that's all you saw through the whole show.
For Shane to be running Raw, I want to see him almost every match come out
Yeah.
and introduce these NXT stars.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
That would've
like
made more
Tyler
sense.
Breeze. Do you think you're this and that? Well, I picked your opponent for tonight, and I think you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
And NXT's introduce
Yeah.
them. Be more with the crowd because the crowd
That
wants you
would've
out
made
there.
more sense.
But no, all you got was with the mic off, him talking to stars, and then all you heard was when he made the 4-way match. That was all you got
That's
from him.
all you got.
I was expecting a lot more if you were going to make him, the special guest host of Raw.
Then we had New Day versus League of Nations for a tag title. Barrett runs into Sheamus and knocks him off the ring. New Days wins with the big ending. Sheamus Brew kicks Barrett out of League of Nations. The Wyatts come out. They beat up League of Nations. So now it looks like a face turn for the Wyatts.
And I'm all right with that. I'm okay with the Wyatt face turn thing. It's just, I'm okay with it because you're not doing anything with him. If you actually make him face, they might have a chance. They might actually have.
Here's the reason you build them up is because you bring up the Balor Club at SummerSlam.
That would be great.
And you had them facing them.
Oh man.
You have the dark versus the dark. I mean,
Well, see, if you're going to do that, it would be like Dark versus, I would think it'd be better the Balor Club versus the League of Nations.
No, because here's my problem with the League of Nations. They're never going to be pushed because no one likes them together.
That's what I'm saying. These guys are decent individual-wise. Sheamus is how many time World Heavyweight Champion? Rusev's, one-time U.S. champion?
And Del Rio.
Del Rio's a multi-time heavyweight champion. These guys aren't horrible.
No, but if you push the Wyatt family the way they should be pushed, and that we've talked about them being pushed to being the next Undertaker-ish thing, where they're the darks that were the face of fear against the demon. Dude, that would be killer. Having 3 versus 3 with those two groups.
I think
But you have to give the Wyatts a push and win pay-per-view matches.
I think you are totally giving WWE creative way too much credit because they're not going to do it.
I know they're not.
But no, but my thing is though, the League of Nations. The problem with the League of Nations is that you have those individuals which are great, but not always when you put individuals together is it going to be good. And that's the issue with it.
That's true.
And then you had Summer and Sasha. Sasha won the match. Where we're moving on. Why she's with Summer, I don't know. Then we had Cruz versus Breeze. Cruz wins. No one cared because
I know why.
You didn't really do answers.
Because it's about to be summer, so they gotta push up for summer. No.
Stop. Reigns comes
look
out.
At this nice shiny belt.
Yeah, thank you. Reigns comes out. He is booed out of the building. Jericho comes out.
Should.
Styles comes out. Owens comes out. Zayn comes out. Reigns spears Jericho. There's a fatal 4-way later for No One Contender. Baron Corbin comes out. Ziggler versus Corbin.
Which that wasn't decent.
Count out. He beats up Ziggler after the match. Is what?
That was actually decent.
No, that's a good opponent.
Like
for
I
him.
was telling Steven, Ziggler can sell everything.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, he can.
So I think it's a good. This is a good first opponent for him.
It's a good. It's a way to get him introduced. I'm glad he's on Raw.
And Ziggler will make him look.
But who was the last guy
really good.
that Ziggler faced, and that was Tyler Breeze. That's what I'm afraid of.
Who knows?
That's
Nobody remembers
different
Tyler
guy.
Breeze. Stop it.
It's different total wrestling.
Yeah, total different, dude. They had one match and then they blew off the whole thing, and it wasn't a pay per view.
Because Summer Rae kills all wrestlers, whoever she's with.
But it was, as of all the NXT guys and ladies and everything else that came up Monday, Baron Corbin had the best segment.
I agree.
Of anybody else.
I agree.
Then we had Ryder thinks he's dead. Miz comes out. Miz versus Ryder. Ryder's dad slaps Miz. Ryder throws Miz in the ring. And Maurice comes out of nowhere. She's back. She slaps Ryder's dad. Miz hits skull crushing finale to win the title. So now you have Zack Ryder lose the night after WrestleMania.
I thought you would have been happy with this just because Maurice is back. I mean, I thought
really.
of all people, you'd be happy for it, man.
Not really. I mean, you wasted Ryder's momentum.
Exactly. The pop he got at Mania, and then as soon as he came out, as soon as he hit the ring, he had to stop for a minute because the chance of you deserved it
but what
were overwhelming because he does.
Well, what would have been so bad of him losing that at Payback? Like, why couldn't they have waited?
And that's what
I didn't get.
And that's what I've been telling people left and right. Okay, if you're going to have him with the belt to drop it to maybe an NXT guy, guess what? Let him drop it to the NXT guy in a month. Don't give it to the Miz.
Man.
Because all you're going to do is just like, it's the Miz. Nobody cares.
Because now one of the NXT guys is going to get it from the Miz, isn't it? This is going to happen. Like Baron Corbin or someone's going to win it.
And the Miz is god-awful in the ring, so why do we have to...
But that's wrong. An NXT guy shouldn't just get it like that. I mean...
No, it should be the U.S. title, but they don't care about the U.S. title.
That's the thing. The U.S. title should be the title that, that should be the first stepping stone, but it's not. So
then we had Lita handing Charlotte the new championship belt. All the divas leave. Natalya puts Charlotte in the sharpshooter. Renee Young with Styles backstage. So now we get Natalya with Charlotte. I would have been good 6 months ago for that. Now is Charlotte and Becky and all them had the momentum.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Go ahead if you want.
No, I'm good, man.
All right. Then we had Epico and Primo trailer. Woohoo!
Why? Like, literally, like, no, I was watching with my buddy, and he's like, oh, these people are new. I'm like, they're not new.
Then we had the Dudleys
I
versus.
stopped watching after.
Then we had Dudleys versus Usos. Enzo and Cass come out.
You're soft.
Dr. Phil is the guest host next week on Raw.
So I guess I'm done with WWE now.
Yeah. No, you're NXT. You're not.
No, obviously not
Styles,
NXT.
And then we have Styles versus Jericho versus Owens versus Cesaro. He's back. Styles wins with Styles Clash. Look, okay. So as far as Raw goes, there was a lot of bad part. I would give it a C, maybe.
I give it a D.
I'd give it a C, maybe, and that's only because Styles won. Baron Corbin was a highlight.
So
It was,
two
yeah.
highlights. That's it.
So okay, so a solid D plus.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even
I'd
give
give
it a
it a D
D.
plus.
I wouldn't even give it a D plus. It's a
Okay.
it's a D. It's a Raw after Mania. You have the hypest, the biggest crowd after Mania. Biggest Raw ever. Every year, it's the best one.
Yeah.
And you give us nothing.
The only thing I will say about it is a lot of people, the crowd was hot. Everybody loved everything they did. But I agree with you. It should have been better. Real fast, we'll do top 5, and then that's going to be it. End of the show.
WWE Sound
Wow.
Off, where your voice can be heard.
Sound off, let 'em know how you feel. If the anger inside is real.
Yeah, we're going to do a shorter show today. We got to get back to, we got NXT tonight. So.
NXT.
Yeah.
NXT. NXT.
All right. Top five post WrestleMania Raw moments of all time. Was there anything from Raw this week you put in top 5?
I
Real
mean,
fast, yes or no?
The only thing I liked was
No.
at least Shane McMahon made an appearance.
So no would be.
Other than
I'm
that.
talking about top 5 of all time WrestleMania.
No.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, I thought you meant just
No. I'm talking about this week on top 5. Right?
Not even close.
Do y'all have any top 5 moments? Or you
I've
want me
got
to say
some.
mine? All right.
I probably got the same as yours.
Number 5 for me, debut of 2-man power trip with Austin Triple H 2001, April 2nd.
That was good. That was a good one.
Because they teamed up against The Rock.
I like that one. I like the one where, what was it, 1998 after WrestleMania 14 when the New Age Outlaws joined the New DX. I thought that was good at the time because, and then it's also when Cactus Jack and
Chainsaw Charlie.
got basically screwed out of their title deal. So,
Because the New Age Outlaws had to join DX to get
Yeah.
DX over.
yeah, but it was good. I liked it.
Oh, you didn't know?
And it was in a steel cage match, right? Yeah. The match was in a steel cage match because they chained him up against steel in a steel cage. I remember that.
What? The
you
title
have-
on Raw?
Yeah.
I thought it was a dumpster match.
No, that was WrestleMania.
Do you have one for number
That was
5 you
WrestleMania.
want to share? No.
I wasn't prepared because I found out like right when the show
No,
started.
it's all right.
And we can't have a good one, you know.
Hey,
When I'm here.
what, dude, you weren't here last week.
Yeah, Mr. No Days Off.
Rock and Cena.
Yeah, because I was working, Steven.
Number 4, Rock and Cena make their match for WrestleMania 28, April 4th, 2011. Say what you want. It was a hot crowd. It was good. I mean, I don't like the year match made before, but hey, whatever. Well, you got number 4. You didn't write any of these down.
I
did
know
you?
I didn't.
All right,
I don't
I'm
really have
skipping
it.
We were
I'm
extremely
skipping you then.
prepared.
I'm skipping you then.
Just put yours and I'll just put mine
number
in after.
3, new DX Triple H brings out X-Pac. Number
course.
3. Number 2, I don't care what you say. Ziggler cashes in to win the world title versus
That
Del
was pretty
Rio,
good.
2013.
That was great.
The only one that tops it for me, Brock Lesnar returns Raw, April 2nd, 2012, John Cena.
Oh yeah, because
Because
no one
no
saw.
one expected it. It was, and that was a debut. A couple other ones you can add. Goldberg debuted the night after WrestleMania 19.
Mine would be when The Rock became the leader of the Nation of Domination. That was a good one.
Do you have one you want to add that you can think off the top of your head?
I can't really remember Raw
Okay.
after WrestleManias besides the one you just named.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Ill-prepared.
Thank you for joining me today.
No
Join us
problem.
on the show today. We will do Dirty What-Ifs and everything else next week
Oh yeah.
on the show. But we got NXT tonight, so we wanted to have a quick, good show today.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week. Stay classy out there, and that's about it.
Is that it?
Woo, woo, woo. You know it.
And keep it Rollins. See you later.
Come